Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On the give, here comes Jackson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. 2nd and 5. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Walker now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Seahawks at 11-1 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Operating from the gun, Hall. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Looking to throw. Hall. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
To throw it is Hall. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll drop this down to Jackson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Price. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now back to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now Hall, off play action. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Good move at the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Off play action. Hall steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holloway. Touchdown! A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Well, the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Over the middle, complete. That's Collier.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We begin with two of the better teams in the NFC the past few years. Tampa Bay making the long journey west to take on San Francisco. And it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. We'll stay out west and make the short hop down to Vegas to see what's going on with the Raiders at home at Allegiant Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Josh Jacobs, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get to the desert. Let's check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throw left side complete. That's Holloway. Touchdown, Seahawks. A big play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game.
And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
2nd and 11.
The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Collier. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Price.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a give. It's Jackson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collier.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Collier. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play, because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
It's caught by Sanders. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Price. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Left side here to Sanders. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Well, here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 52 yards. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I thought, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Watch the slap, watch the slap, watch the slap. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch it go.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Rams, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.